Who is the best running back for the 2023 NFL season? Well, we're about to find out. People of Earth, welcome to my 2023 running back rankings. Today, we're going to do a classic tier list like we did before to figure out who the best running back is in the NFL. We have 32 NFL running backs based on the team's official depth chart, so that's what we're going to be using for today's list. For instance, David Montgomery is the starter on Detroit, not Jahmyr Gibbs. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and comment down below what you think of this list. Now let's get right into it. All right, so we got the classic elite, pretty good, solid, okay, and trash list. Here's our guys. Let's go right after this. So starting it off quick, CMC elite. Jonathan Taylor is elite in my opinion. I think Raheem Mostert, trash. I hate to say it, but somebody's got to be in the trash column or I wouldn't have it there. He's just been injured too many times and he's getting to that age where he's going to become useless / they're not going to use him anymore. So that's how I feel about Raheem Mostert. This is tough. Bijan Robinson, we have no NFL film on him. Everyone thinks he's going to be pretty good. He's probably going to be elite eventually. We have no idea, but he technically is the starting running back. I think I'm going to put him in okay based off of college, but we really have no idea. So disclaimer on old Bijan there. Rashad White goes in the trash, but he had a bad go of it. One season, bad offensive line. So you can't really take all that and say that he's definitely trash, but based on last year going into this year, don't have a lot of high hopes for him. James Cook, I probably would also put in trash, just never really got anything going. I don't think he's all that great of a running back anyway. That's just my personal opinion. But right now, unless he can prove differently with the full load, I'm still going to put him in the trash column. David Montgomery, I think, is solid. He's a solid running back. You know what you're going to get. He's just solid. He's not going to blow you away. He's not going to be really bad. Just a solid guy. Khalil Herbert, I think I'm going to put as okay. When he did fill in for Montgomery last year, he had some great games. So we got to see what he can do as a starter. But right now, just okay. Isaiah Pacheco, I feel like might be a hot take, but I'm going to put him in okay as well. He just doesn't get the touches. He had a rookie year, so I just think he's okay. Najee Harris, just okay. He's teetering on the trash line. James Conner, again, just okay. He's getting to that point in his career where it might be all downhill from here for James Conner, so I like to just put him at okay. Cam Akers, man, I'm a Cam Akers fan. I think that Achilles injury is going to ruin him. James Robinson just got let go because of it. I think Cam Akers, he did okay at the end of the year. I don't know if he's going to continue to do that. Man, I feel bad putting him in trash, but some people are going to be down there. So trash for old Cam Akers. He's not even old. Josh Jacobs. I think Josh Jacobs is elite. He's definitely shown that he can be a really good running back, led the league in rushing last year. Definitely deserves to get paid, so I think he's elite. Dameon Pierce, I think he's solid. He's had 1 year. Need to see him do it again. Obviously, he's going to have some competition in that backfield again, but I think he was a solid running back, and he will continue to be a solid running back. Travis Etienne, I think is pretty good. Austin Ekeler, elite. We don't really need to talk about that. Derrick Henry, elite. Again, don't really need to talk about that. I think Saquon Barkley is elite. 2 years removed from that ACL injury. Looked pretty good near the end of the year. I think he's going to have a great year this year, so he's definitely elite. Breece Hall, I think he is going to be just in the solid tier. He was injured, but he showed out what he did show before his injury. Based on that and going into the next year with this injury history, just at solid for me. Alvin Kamara, also elite. Alexander Madison, new starter, definitely solid. He's been a great fill-in role for Dalvin Cook when Dalvin Cook was out. How's he going to handle being the running back the whole season? We have no idea, but I definitely am putting him in the solid tier. Nick Chubb, I think is elite. Nick Chubb is elite. Ramondre Stevenson, in my opinion, is pretty good. He did a lot of stuff for the Patriots last year, running and catching the ball. Now he gets the time to shine. It's Ramondre season, baby. I think he's pretty good. I'm putting him in the pretty good tier. Miles Sanders, I might be in love with Miles Sanders personally. I think he's going to be a top 10 running back next year in fantasy, but he's definitely pretty good. I like Miles Sanders in the pretty good area. Antonio Gibson, I think, is just okay. I think he's just not used right. He's a receiver turned running back. He's had some flash, but he's never really put it all together. So I just think he's okay. Tony Pollard, I would say, is pretty good. He's definitely going to show out next year for the Cowboys as the lead running back. So I definitely think he is pretty good. He's been doing it for a couple of years too. Javonte, I want to say he's pretty good, but he's got his knee blown up. So who knows what's going to happen with him next year. I just think he's going to be solid, and then hopefully he can break out near the end of the year and be put into pretty good next year. Aaron Jones is pretty good. I don't think he's elite. Maybe it's because of how the Packers use him, but he's definitely pretty good. Kenneth Walker, solid. They drafted another running back. How's that going to affect his legacy? I don't know. Is he going to get touches taken away? Probably. So he's definitely not going to be in the pretty good tier, but he's going to be solid. DeAndre Swift, I think, is pretty good. Now that he's with the Eagles, he's going to have a pretty good season, in my opinion, so he's in the pretty good. Joe Mixon, I think Joe Mixon is solid. He's definitely had some pretty good seasons, but I think those pretty good seasons are behind him. They were talking about releasing him this year, so I definitely am having him in the solid. And then finally, J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins, solid. He can definitely make the case to go pretty good this year. Now that he's healed from his injury, he's got another offseason in him. But right now, I'm just going to have him in the solid, and that's what I'm sticking with. All right, so that's my list. This is who I got in the elite: pretty good, solid, okay, and trash. Let me know in the comments below if you disagree with this list or where I put people. This was much harder than I thought. Honestly, the guys in the trash should probably be okay, and there should be nobody in the trash, but I had to put somebody down there. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, means a ton. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.